Hello, everyone. My name is Edward, and I want to ask you a question. What if I told you that there's a very simple way to build wealth that has outpaced inflation and provided long term financial security, all without requiring you to pick individual stocks? Many people want to invest, but they feel overwhelmed by the complexity of the stock market. Picking individual stocks is risky, and many new investors either lose money or they fail to outperform the market. Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF, VOO, offers a simple yet highly effective way to invest in the market with minimal effort and historically strong returns. Personally, I have dedicated significant time to studying investment strategies and wealth building principles. So in my speech today, I'm going to persuade you about why investing in VOO is a smart and effective way to build long-term wealth due to its strong historical performance, diversification, and low costs. So first, I'm going to talk about S&P 500's proven track record of growth. Next, I'm going to talk about how VOO provides exposure to 500 of the largest US companies. Lastly, I'm going to get into some other options to put your money in, but ultimately, I'm going to tell you why VOO is the best choice. Let's begin with our first point. One of the most compelling reasons to invest in VOO is its consistent and long-term growth. According to a 2022 Forbes article, studies prove that it should not come as a surprise that cumulative returns grow increasingly positive the further out you go after a recession. After all, stocks tend to go up more than down, and the longer you stay invested, the less likely you are to lose money. Even during major economic downturns, such as the '08 financial crisis and more recently the COVID-19 crash, the market has always rebounded and reached new all-time highs. This just proves that while short-term movements can occur, long-term investors who stay committed to the S&P 500 are rewarded with steady growth over time. But hey, don't be feeling like you're too overwhelmed or feeling like you missed your chance. The next best time to invest is today. Since VOO's inception, VOO has become one of the most popular ETFs for passive investing due to its strong track record. The S&P 500 index was established on March 4th, 1957, and is considered to be the most widely used benchmark to track the US stock market. Since the US will only continue to be a powerhouse economy, it's only wise to include our growth into your wealth building plans. All right, now that I talked to you about some background about Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF, let's get into the main appeal of VOO. According to a 2022 article from the Brooklyn Law Review, VOO offers investors a simple way to gain instant diversification across a wide net of the US stock market. By buying a single share, an investor effectively buys a slice of 500 different companies, ranging from tech giants to consumer staples. So to further elaborate, this allows you to buy into the ownership of the likes of Google, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, etc. I mean, wouldn't you want to be able to get a slice of the massive profits they earn and will continue to earn as the mega corporations of the tech world? Additionally, VOO offers one of the lowest fees, and it gives you reassurance as Vanguard has about $10 trillion in assets under management. To put that into comparison, the more widely known JP Morgan Chase has about $3 trillion in assets under management. It's still an impressive number, but it is more than 3 times less than Vanguard. So as you can see, Vanguard has a reputable company and you can put your trust into them as they have multiple safeguards in place to protect you and your funds. So now that I talked to you about the importance of VOO and what they can offer to us as investors, let's get into some popular alternatives of where you can allocate your money, but ultimately why VOO is still the best choice. So according to a 2024 Investopedia article, the buy and hold method of investing into the S&P 500 consistently beats allocating your funds into a savings account. So VOO is known to give an average annual return of 10% per year, and that's more than twice as high the rate a high yield savings account can give at the moment. As of today, February 5th, 2025, it is right around 4% for most banks. So the allure of the safety of a savings account, it could be enticing, but with the current rate right now, and it's only forecasted to keep decreasing, You won't even be able to keep up with the rate of inflation. Not to mention the double whammy of opportunity cost of not being invested into higher yielding assets. Furthermore, another popular investment vehicle in recent years is cryptocurrency. I'm sure everybody's heard of Bitcoin, often referred to as digital gold. It offers a hedge against inflation and currency devaluation, particularly in uncertain economic times. But while Bitcoin and cryptocurrency can offer high potential returns, they come with extreme volatility and security risks. Prices can swing dramatically. You could be down 70% on your investment within days. And a lot of people just can't really stomach that kind of volatility, so they end up selling it for a loss. And plus, besides Bitcoin, so many other coins are just considered straight up scams that people are losing their life savings from these scams. It's still very much a wild, wild west. And unlike crypto, VOO is backed by real businesses generating revenue and profits, making it way safer, way more reliable to build wealth over time. So why risk your hard-earned money when you can just invest in the tried and true of the S&P 500? All right, now that you know why you should invest into VOO, let's wrap things up. So first, I talked about the S&P 500's strong historical performance and track record. Next, I covered how VOO provides exposure to 500 of the largest US companies. And finally, I provide some responses for counterarguments. In conclusion, investing in the S&P 500 ETF VOO is one of the smartest and most effective strategies for building long-term wealth. By choosing VOO, you are not just investing into a single stock. You are investing in the backbone of the US economy and positioning yourself for long-term success. According to this excerpt from a NASDAQ article, Warren Buffett said he was just 11 years old when he made his first investment into the US stock market. In 1942, he purchased a share in a company he liked for $114. He didn't share how the investment performed for him, but Buffett said he wishes he would have just put the money into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund instead. If he did and never sold, the $114 he invested would be worth over $400,000 today. Thank you for your time, everyone.